It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the TCU head coach. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25.
Here we go. Red 54. Jet.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Go.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the middle. A spectacular one-hand grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Scanning the field is Carr. He'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Throwing, Carr, looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got him.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quick completion to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Carr. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. C.J. Carr firing again. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air again, Carr. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Maybe some room here. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The lone back's got it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Rolled his way into the end zone.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Play action, C.J. Carr. Caught by Williams on the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Here's Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Finds his big tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Using his legs, it's Walton. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. The RPO, it's complete. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it. Plows through the defense. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. wants to pass it. Defense was not fooled for a second, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Sends it back in motion. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Blasted as he lets it go. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Gonna run it. It's Payne. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your...
There's some room. Defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They believe they can run right here. Picks up the 1st down. There he goes to the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score.
Open field on the right. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Horned Frogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Onto the field, ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Turning it on! They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing. Carr. Pulls it in. It's Walton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front, guys pushing the pile, NFL talent on this offensive line, just having their way, making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
Through the tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Snagged in the middle. It's Porter. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Carr. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Might be calling a hot route. To the ground to try to move the chains. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Looking to scramble. He's got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Irish! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. I
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Payne. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Here's Carr to throw. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Might be changing the route. Might have a chance. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He caught it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll send the back in motion. Again, it's Carr. Swings it out to the flat. And he will score! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Looking for a gap. It's Payne. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. TCU calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Direct snap. It's Payne. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with a look at the Rice Owls taking on the number 17 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Owls with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Payne. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got a little grass. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, TCU. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Gets the back moving. Throwing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fires to the wideout. This time it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Carr, pocket breaking down, and he never had a chance.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Dropping back, it's Carr. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. On his way back from the 20. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And he tacks on the extra point. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
They'll try the left side. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
Offense facing 4th down.
Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
He's in open space downfield. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Going to the run, it's Payne. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Maybe headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Carr to throw. The quick out. Still running up at 40. All kinds of room to the right. At the 20. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Notre Dame right back to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He wants to change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Trying to find the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Walton. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give on the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They're in the gun. Third down. Here's Carr. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like,
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Carr. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Finding open areas. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I've got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Running into the open space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Kearney on the Jets. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
We're in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Horned Frogs will go for it on 4th down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He might want another play. Play action, Carr. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Rushes on him. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Payne. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. There's a crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown, TCU! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A designed run for the quarterback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
That's caught. It's Porter. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Floating away. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Back to pass, it's Carr. He's got an open man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Carr. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Finding some room. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.